Alright, so here is your crash course in MoveNote, your place to record your presentations with audio and video, voice and video over. And it's going to make your life extremely easy when it comes to presenting virtually. First thing you need to do is go to MoveNote.com. It's the easiest way to get there. MoveNote.com is going to land you right here, and it's going to allow you to sign in up here at the top. You do not even need to get a MoveNote account because you should have a Google account already. If you don't, you need to create a Gmail or Google account first. After you do so, then you click on sign in, float down to the tiny little G down here that says sign in with, and G stands for Google account. You click on that. As soon as you do, it should land you someplace that looks about like this, and you can see that it already has a video of me going. I even have a little decibel meter going right here. If you don't get this, it's because you probably had to allow your microphone, which you just saw that little yellow banner up at the top where you may have to click allow in the top part of your browser. You may even have a little dialog box right here that says allow microphone. You click on that, you say remember my computer, you're all set, and then you should see the little decibel meter moving up and down over here on the side, and you should be able to see that you have that microphone hookup. You might have to do a little bit of troubleshooting on your own for microphone hookup. You might even need to, well, physically plug in a microphone if you don't have one already. All laptops pretty much have one, but if you're using a desktop, you may need to plug one in. The rest of this is extraordinarily easy. You can create using this create button up here. You can browse the ones you've already created, and you can change your account settings. That's pretty much it, or you can log out. Once you're to this screen eventually though, you just hit add content, you click on this, and you can either upload something from your computer like a PowerPoint or a PDF or even a Word document. You upload it to here and you can record over this, draw on it like you're going to see in a second, or you can go to Google Drive and you can pull in a Google presentation that you've already created or something else that you have stored in there as well. We're going to go with the Google Drive version simply because pulling in a Google presentation is extremely easy. That way you can create it in the cloud and you can record over it in the cloud as well. But like I said, you can go to my computer, upload a PowerPoint, and it will do exactly the same thing. I go to Google Drive, I find presentation, so I'm going to pick CRP evaluating apps right here, and I scroll down, and you can't really see this because it's kind of off the screen, but I hit select, and it's going to choose that, and it's going to load it here. Now, because this is a cloud application, and because the other one's a cloud application, it should happen relatively fast, but it has to do a little converting, a little crunching in the background, so it might just take a little bit to prepare. It might just take a little bit to crunch that data, and depending on your dial-up or your data or your mobile access to this, it may take longer than others. So just be patient, wait for a minute or two, or even a little bit longer, and if it just seems to hang up for forever, or it prepares it, converts it, and then doesn't seem to do anything, you can hit the refresh button in your web browser, and it typically will load it for you again. But here it is. I have Emerging Technologies App Review all ready to go. I can see that it's loading now, slide 8, 9, 10 of 48, so it's just kind of populating them here. It's almost done. And then as soon as it is finished, out of the 48 slides, all I have to do is hit the record button that's going to show up here as soon as it's done recording those slides, and it's as simple as that. You begin recording over your presentation, and you move through your presentation as if you were giving your presentation, just like I promised right here. It says record. So I'm starting on slide number 1. I'm going to press record and get this thing rolling. Gives me the cute little countdown. 2, 1, go. I can see my timer in my little window here, and I know that I'm recording. I can now advance through my presentation. Yay, so here I have presentation number 1, or slide number 1, slide number 2, and I progressed my way through this presentation by just clicking on these little arrows up here at the top. And if I had put in animations, or paragraph by paragraph, line by line animations, that would stick here as well, and as I press that forward button, it would continue to just populate each piece of that slide as I go through. And as soon as I'm all the way done, so I'll just pretend like I fired all the way through this whole entire presentation here, through to the end, which is slide number 48 right here. I click to the end, and it's not going to stop. It's not going to go anywhere because I have to hit the pause button in the bottom right corner here. I'm completely done. This is a nice way. If I was in the middle, I could hit pause, take a deep breath, and then resume here, or I can start over. In this case, I'm completely done. I'm going to hit save and preview, and then you're going to see how I actually share this with other people. So I hit save and preview, and again, because it's a cloud application, it's going to sit here and think for a little bit. You can see it says presentation status, and it's going to continue loading. And this may happen for quite a while. And again, if it gets stuck, you can, if it's stuck for more than a few minutes, you can certainly hit the refresh button. But it probably typically only takes between 10 seconds and about 3 minutes for that entire process to take place. As soon as you're done with this, here's your video. You can preview it this way if you want to. And you can't really see, but down at the bottom, I even have, let's see if I can bring this up here into the screen. I even have a little window down at the bottom. There we go. For my play, and I can see my slides. I can jump through my slides. I have a PDF download if I want to use that. But also I have add a link button to this presentation. So if I click on this, I can get a link to this, or I can link, put an extra link in my presentation to someplace else. I also have the ability to email this. I can share this on the MoveNote site. I can even click on more options, which is I can embed this MoveNote into an e-portfolio if I want to. I can see viewer statistics, but if I pick embed this, you can see I have all these different embed options, including I can just grab a hold of this URL right here, which is just a straight link to it, and I can post this in a discussion forum, email this to somebody, drop it in a website, do just about anything with it, and when people click on it, it will take them to my cloud presentation. That's basically MoveNote in a nutshell. Again, like I said, you can preview this if you want to. I'm going to go to Browse now and show you how it looks from the Browse end. In the Browse end, you have all these different presentations, and as you float or hover over them, you get some options. One of them says Edit Slides. Don't be deceived, it's not a true editor. You can't go back and edit slide by slide your audio. You either have to redo your audio altogether, or basically don't mess with it at all. So edit slides is a little bit of a misnomer. These rest of these, though, are fantastic. You can download your presentation as a whole bunch of different options, including an MP4, which is a video file, which is fantastic. You can share this MoveNote, like we were just talking about. You can email it. You can even check user statistics on it. But this share one is the last one that I want to focus on. It brings you right back to that same exact place that we just were, that embed piece, where you can embed it using any of these codes right here, or you can share it very easily with this link right here. That's it for MoveNote in a nutshell. This crash course, you should be able to easily get started on creating a MoveNote, producing, and sharing it. End of story.